how long have you been coaching Don? And what does not only your relationship with him, but the fighter-coach relationship mean to you in general since you've kind of retired from putting the gloves on yourself and competing?
Well, I've been coaching since I was even fighting.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was fighting. I worked with a lot of local fighters here. You know what I mean? I worked with a few. You know, when Timmy Bada was a kid, I worked with Tim for a while. You know what I mean? Chris Green, I worked with Chris Green. AT, Anthony Turner, you know, I worked with him. Alejandro Castillo, I worked with him. I worked with a lot of people from Colorado since even when I was fighting. You know what I mean? It was just something I love to do. You know, I love to fight and I love to teach. And I've been doing it since I was fighting.
And when did you start with the Don? How long have you guys been together?
How long we been together, Don?
4 years now?
About 4 years.
Right on. Do you think your fighters gravitate towards your coaching even more, given your background that we were talking about, fighting on the big stages, 12-round fights?
I mean, my advice helps. You know what I mean? It ain't that I'm their coach or whatever. It's on them because they gotta want it. You know what I mean? If they don't want it, and I want it more than them, then there's a problem. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work. They gotta want it. Not because who I am, they gotta want it for them. You know what I mean? I proved my point, I'm done, so it's them, it ain't me.
With that said, and I gotta ask you, I mean, you're not that old of a cat. You got a little gray here and there in the beard, but you're not that old.
No, I'm not old.
And you not to say whatever you did when you wanted to. You stepped away, maybe not. Some would say not even in the prime. Some would say 30 is your prime, 30 to 32.
Right.
Does that ever haunt back when you see these cats getting in there and that glory? You know what I mean? I know.
Yeah, it does. It brings me back to it. Yeah, because I can't do it no more.
Right on, brother. Well, I hope this is first of many. We're gonna talk a lot about. There's a lot to talk about yourself, your career in general, some of those sparring tapes, classics. That's we're gonna do a 10-minute thing just on that short right hook on Hatton all in itself. I gotta know what was going through your head, but for now, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you having me in here, brother.
Right on, brother.
And I look forward to watching you coach and watching your dudes go to battle for years to come, man.
Alrighty. Right on.
Thank you, man. Cool.
Thank you.